In the words of Moses, there's thunder in this bike. What an absolute beauty. Now, if you follow our channel, you know we've had quite a few red rockets here, but none as fine as this one. We've had literally dozens of these in the 10 years we've been here. This is my friend Mark Underwood's bike, and the only reason he's putting it up for sale, listen to this. Pure perfection. I think a moment of silence is in order for this one too. This is a rare occasion. This is Mark Underwood's private collection of Honda Elsinores, including the NOS brand new CR85, the 2001 CR500, and now this Elsinore 250. Just absolutely beautiful. When he first showed me the bike, he told me it was NOS, had never been started, and then later, after further discussion, we felt that it may have been started, and perhaps if it was a restoration, it was done with all NOS components. So hard to tell. He's only owned it for the last 25 years. The bike is 40-something years old. So as far as the items that are not original on the bike, the original tires had dry rotted and checked, so they were replaced with this brand new set of tires you see on this bike now. The fork lowers, I think, have been repainted. When you look closely, the bolts that are on this motorcycle have these are NOS Honda with the original plating on there. The decals, the graphics, the condition of the motor. Look at the engine bolts here. The original cadmium plating still intact. I think it's cadmium. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I'm not a metallurgist, but I can tell you, I saw these come out of the showroom brand new. My brother had one, and this is the closest to a brand new one I've seen. And we've had dozens of hot rodded ones, modified ones. We had one with Fox shocks on it, just sold last week to Larry. Larry bought that one. The exhaust system on this bike, there's another telltale feature. There's not a single ding anywhere in this pipe. It looks like it just came out of the box in 1979. The pipe is absolutely pristine, as are the pipe springs, the bolts around the manifold. There's no exhaust weeping down on the front. Look at the front of the motor on this thing, man. It's like it just came out of the box in 1979. The frame rails, absolutely not a single ding on the frame rails. I don't think this bike's ever been ridden off-road. It might have been up and down the driveway once or twice. So the shocks are in beautiful condition. The sprockets appear to be brand new. Look at the axle back here, Kenny. Take a close look at this axle nut. I don't know if you can zoom in on that. It doesn't look like there's ever been a wrench on that nut, okay? Nor has there been on any of these nuts that I'm looking at. There's no stripped off nuts or bolts. This is absolute pristine. The finest one I've ever seen. I haven't seen one in a crate since 1979 when we took my brothers out of the crate, but this is absolutely beautiful. Junior, do you want to add anything about this stunning classic?
Yeah, usually when these are restored, people do resto mods on them with aftermarket shocks, and they do them up to race. This isn't an inexpensive bike to restore. Parts are, you have to be resourceful, and they're not cheap. Metal tank, they don't build them like this anymore. This one's completely gone through, and this is by far the most correct Elsinore restoration that I think we've seen for a twin shock pre-80 Elsinore.
Now, if it is in fact a restored model, it was one on one that was never ridden, or if it was ridden, maybe a couple hours ride time, because you just can't duplicate the original factory finish on this bike easily at all, especially the nuts and bolts and the frame rails and the pegs and everything on it. One thing Mark did point out to me, and you might remember in the last video, look closely at the patina of that paint. It has a little bit of grain in there. The original factory Honda handlebars were black from a distance, but up close had a green tint. That was specially mixed paint to mimic the original paint job on the bars, because they were repainted. All of the cables are brand new condition. Good luck finding a nicer one. I'm not sure if Honda Motor Company even has one this nice. It's not going to be cheap, but it's going to be worth it, and it's on display in the museum right now as one of our centerpieces in the Honda section. So I wish we didn't have to sell this one, but we've got a massive museum here that was closed for a year, and we're only survived through the sale of motorcycles. That's it. although we will follow in the footsteps of some other famous museums. We will be raffling off motorcycles in the near future. I just got a permit for that. And we are open for business as of March 19th. We're reopened. Our first big event is planned for July 31st. It's Motorcycle Mania. August 1st, we're renting the Southwick National Track for the 500 shootout. So stay tuned. Lots of great things coming. You're welcome to leave this bike here in the museum on display and or ship it anywhere in the country. 600, 650 or less anywhere in the country. Message us your zip code for a quote. This can be shipped to the UK for about $750 before import duties. Back to the fit and finish of this thing. Look at the original OEM hose and gas cap and circlip. In these are normally stripped off by over anxious teenagers. The bolts, these are pristine the way they came out of the crate in 1979. They have the correct chrome finish. This is the correct gold finish on the bolts. I could go on and on, but you get the idea. She's an absolute dime piece. Thanks for watching. Call us if you have any questions. And as always, God bless, United States of America.
You want me to ride it at all? Ride it into the showroom.
I want to take her out and open her up, but it's too nice, so I can't. To zoom in on the Torx head bolts, Phillips bolts. Look at these. The Phillips screws are brand new. I could keep going all day. You get the idea.